Hey, what's up, TruExperience Nation? I'm Richie McCaney, teaching you how to experience the most. If you're new around here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. We focus on three things here at TruExperience, and that is mindset, freedom, and weight loss. We are continuing on in the book, How the Rich Think. Look, if you get down with those topics, because that's our area of focus, but more importantly, you enjoy my vibes behind those topics, to do yourself a favor, get connected and stay connected. Today, we're going to be continuing on with freedom on how to think about money and money mindset in the book, How the Rich Think. We're on money mindset tip number 11. Let me ask you a question. Do you want to know what one of the most inefficient strategies for increasing your income is? We're about to get into it. This is a hot topic. There's going to probably be some controversy about it, and I would love some feedback on this. The middle class embraces advanced degrees. World class embraces any form of education that makes them wealthier. This chapter is legit right here. The masses believe formal education is the only education that will help them become successful. Listen to these words. It's not saying a college degree is worthless. It's not saying it's not a good thing to have. It's saying it's not the only education you can get. Bro, I've been pounded, and I think most people have just been taught, got to go to college, got to get a degree if you want to make something of yourself. Like, that's just grow up believing that because that's what you're told by most people. Most people aren't wealthy, like true wealth. And so they're being taught about how to make money by people who don't have a lot of money. They're just being facts. Most people are in debt, like flat out to their eyeballs. They're not even putting themselves in a position to get out of debt. They put themselves in more debt. And so why are we taking advice from these people? That's not the only form of education. It is one of the most insufficient strategies for increasing your income. Because in here they're talking about a lot of people, they want to make more money, that employers and companies and stuff will encourage you to go back to school and get a more advanced degree, get a PhD, get an MBA and things like that so that you can come back and make more money. It's highly inefficient. The time invested to do that, the type of money you have to put in for that, and then you're still at the mercy of an employer. You're still at the mercy of somebody that has to choose to hire you and do whatever it is they say without any real control. This is something I've been finally had my eyes opened up to, learning in alternate ways other than just college. The most efficient, something we talked about before, and profitable way is to solve a problem that no one else can solve. And again, the bigger the problem, the bigger the payout. Let's just take the people who own Netflix or Jeff Bezos. What was the problem that they ended up solving that nobody thought was a problem? Inconvenience. Inconvenience was the problem. Bro, I'm in love with the Netflix model and just that whole story behind it. There's actually a book out about it, and I'll probably end up buying it and reading it. But everybody was clowning Netflix when they was on the scene. Streaming and mail order movies, didn't have any locations. Man, Best Buy wasn't on their heels. They wasn't even paying attention, wasn't stunting them. They was the big old people, right? And so they are not paying no attention to Netflix, and Netflix put them straight up out of business, bro. Put Blockbuster on their back. Don't even know them. My kids are going to grow up, it's kind of sad, not even knowing what Blockbuster is. And I used to have a great time. Like, there was a joy for me. I'm a big movie person, okay? I love movies. There was a joy for me to go to Blockbuster or go to Movie Gallery or, the local movie spot and just browse movies. Physically go, you'd meet other people there who liked movies, you could browse video games, you'd rent them, you'd bring them back. But man, it was inconvenient. Netflix made that junk convenient. And now for that, big old company, and Blockbuster is no more. Jeff Bezos, people go to Walmart, bro, it's a hassle to go to Walmart, go to the store to buy stuff, especially if you live in a town that doesn't have all the options like Amazon does. I don't know how many people was on the Amazon radar when it first dropped, but it is punishing retail stores. because people could just order, and the more people get used to it, like my kids' generation coming up, bro, they ain't gonna have to go to the store. They gonna voice it into their phone. Yo, man, let me get some milk. Let me get a shirt size such and such. Let me get this brand. Like, that's just coming, bro. Like, where it's gonna be more popular even more than it is now. And so they solved the problem. Basically, they got paid bukus of money to solve that problem. All right. I'm fascinated with that. This is the cornerstone of every great fortune. So like we talked about before, find a problem or find a system and plug into something that allows you to capitalize and leverage off a problem that's being solved that you can sell and make money off of, okay? Whether you come up with it or not, tap into that system where you can have some control. World-class thinkers turn any form of education that will give them the knowledge they need to get where they want. Guys, there's more than one way to learn in college. Sometimes that more education you need is at college. Sometimes that higher form of education is in a college classroom. And if it is, go get you that. Go grab that. My daughter wants to be a pediatric doctor. She's been talking about this since she was in kindergarten. She's 9 now. She still talks about it. Don't know if it'll change. She ain't got no choice. She's going to college. That's where her education lies. I'm going to push her to go get that education. I don't know what my son wants to do. I had a conversation with somebody not that long ago. They asked me, where do you want your kid to go to college? I said, I don't know if he's even going to want to go. I don't care if he goes or not. And that's different thinking from a lot of people. It depends solely on what's going to make him happy and what his ambitions are in life. He may not need the college education. I can teach him how to make money without going to college if there's something, a passion that he likes. You have to learn. Nobody's saying you don't need education. We're saying college is not the only form. You can read books. You can listen to podcasts. You can hire coaches. You can get mentors. You can go to seminars. You can take an internship somewhere and get some just straight work experience. Like, there's tons of ways to get the knowledge you need without sitting in a classroom. See, and they actually go on and said that's why these personal development seminars and professional development seminars are so popular. Like, people are finding themselves like, yo, let me go and spend this money, get in this seminar and like get blasted with knowledge. Bro, let me tell you something. I went to college. I dropped out. But I was in marketing classes, lackluster. I did an online Facebook course. It's called the 14-Day Marketing Challenge. I've done it a couple times. Probably one of the best marketing courses and knowledge I've ever gotten from a course ever. And it was like $15. Some of the most value I've ever gotten out of money spent. 14-Day Marketing Challenge was done by Ray Higdon, and he breaks down sales funnels. He breaks down, solving a problem. He breaks down how to reach your audience. He breaks down how to talk about your product. I mean, 14 days just blasts you, overloads you. And I can go back and rewatch all these things, and any of these courses, and in my opinion, it was way more valuable than sitting in a marketing course in college. I feel like he could probably go, not feel like he can, I could probably go and teach more about marketing than some kids are going to learn in a class. Just from that. That's how crazy that is. And so don't sleep on that. Some aspiring rich people join referral marketing or direct sales organizations to make money while getting a world-class education in entrepreneurship. This is my category right here. I have a referral marketing system that I'm plugged into that I get paid from home to help people lose weight, period. It's a problem. We solve it. We make good money. Because of that, my wife and I have been able to earn our freedom so that we have choices. It's very powerful. It's unconventional, but it's extremely effective. I was just at a conference. I'm talking to people and I'm running in circles with people who are multimillionaires. And they know how to acquire wealth and keep wealth and talk about different things that you just don't learn anywhere else. And so I have mentors and I read books like crazy like this. And so I'm getting my education, probably studying more than most people are in college, if you just want to be honest about it, because I'm reading every day, all day. So even though it's unconventional, it is highly effective. Look, bottom line is the rich and ambitious are also great fans of self-study through the use of books and audio programs. And we've kind of already talked about that, about using all these different forms. Here's something cool I like. They don't need a diploma or a certificate of completion to validate their investment. I don't need a piece of paper. I know I'm getting the investment. I know it's validating because it's working. Middle class tends to limit themselves to formal education. World class is open to anything that moves them closer to their goals, anything. So I would love to know what y'all think about this topic. It is how Gary Vee speaks. He talks about it all the time. Talks about, college is a waste of time depending on if you want to be an entrepreneur. And I get where he's coming from. I don't want to send the message that college is bad. College is great. And if you're in a position where you can go, it's something you want to do, go knock it out, man. It's a great experience. I love the experience I had while I was there. Just don't be bent on like that's the only way. Don't pound it into your kids' head that if they want to be something, they have to go. Because that's flat out not true. There's plenty of people in this world who are mega successful who didn't graduate from college. We got people successful who didn't even graduate high school, to be quite honest. And they're smart when it comes to marketing. They're smart when it comes to obtaining wealth. They're happy and they're in a passion that they enjoy. And so, who are you to say any different? But I'd love to know your comments and opinions on this. I'd love some feedback on this. And let me ask you the question to end this out. What are you doing on a daily basis to further yourself? What actions are you taking to continue your education, to continue being a student, to continue learning? At the end, there was a quote and it said, you got to know, hold on, let me just read it. They know enough who know how to learn. They know enough who know how to learn. So know how to learn. Is that what this is? Anyway, I read it differently a while ago. Don't limit yourselves to how you learn. Find out what works best for you. Find out what you're passionate about and jump in it and go. And if obviously you're here, if you want to acquire wealth, go find wealthy people. Okay, it's good to have a mentor. It's good to have a coach. Whatever form that is for you, get it and get in there and take the nuggets that apply to you and then implement those things so that you can better yourself and get some freedom. Guys, change the way you think. You'll change what you do, and you will definitely change what you get. Do you know, like I've already said, I get paid from home to help people lose weight and to do the same thing. You can too. If that's something you're open to and you just want some information to see if maybe possibly that would be a fit for you, then you need to hit me up. And then I can show you how to obtain your own freedom. Guys, y'all know what it is. Love, peace, and chicken grease. I'm out.